Now time for News Extra, brought to you by Intralinks, and here's Kevin Mooney.
Thank you very much, Dennis. Good morning, everyone. We have Alyssa Harvey here to talk about the St. Agnes premiere coming up. Wine and Roses coming up November 18th over at the Gering Civic Center. And first of all, congratulations on being a new mom.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that's great. All right, so tell us, with all you got going on, a new baby and everything, and you're organizing this event.
That's right.
It's pretty cool. How many years is this now?
This is the fifth event that we've held. It started in 2011. We did miss a year in there, but it's an annual event now, and it is all to benefit the St. Agnes School and Foundation. It's a really fun evening. We have the auction, we have the paddle auction, we have dinner, photographs taken throughout the evening, a social hour. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, there is. And there's just items all around the room.
That's right. We have wonderful donors. They give very graciously, and we always end up with quite a number of items to bid on. So there's a lot of great things all the way around the room. I think this year we have an item on our silent auction all the way ranging from $35 all the way up to a trip for about $2,000. So we have a variety of things, something for everyone.
Yeah, you had a master's trip, I think, was one of the things that was on the list one year, and it was fun. Yeah, you have just a lot of great stuff in the silent auction, and then in the grand auction, it gets even bigger stuff.
That's right. Yeah, we have High Plains Spas helped us out with a hot tub this year, so that's a pretty cool item that we have. A riding lawnmower, some wine from Italy, so some really neat things.
Yeah, some great stuff. So it's really a super night. And like you say, it goes to the St. Agnes School Foundation. Anything in particular there looking to do with the money this year?
We always give plenty of money to the school for operating costs and things that they need, as well as the paddle auction for the evening goes toward a specific item for the school and specifically the students. So usually an educational item that they can use in the classroom. And we're kind of narrowing that down still, so I can't tell you what it is yet, but we have some pretty good ideas for this year.
All right, very good. Now, really, as far as items are concerned, you're good to go already.
Right.
Huh?
We our catalog was due on Monday, so we can't take any more items, but we can still accept cash donations. And of course, we want you to buy your tickets, and we still need volunteers, so there's still lots that you can do to help out.
All right. Once again, this is November 18th over at the Gering Civic Center, so these people are pretty organized, and they get things done really fast. And so even though it's more than a month away, you're going to need to buy tickets. We'll tell you how you can do that and how you can volunteer and that kind of stuff right after this break.
Is your wireless computer network secure? With their years of professional service, you can trust Intralink's technical solutions to keep your small or medium business computer system up and running. Not having a secure wireless network can put your computers at risk. Call Intralinks at 632-6590 to have one of their highly experienced techs set up, troubleshoot, and secure your wireless network. For weekly tips and information, friend Intralinks on Facebook at intralinks.net/Facebook.
We're back on News Extra this morning. We have Alyssa Harvey here. The St. Agnes Foundation premiere coming up November 18th. Wine and Roses is what it's called this year. Again, November 18th over at the Gering Civic Center. They already have all the stuff, all the donations that they need. You can still do cash donations, but of course, you need to buy tickets. And they're doing something different this year. Talk about that mobile bidding a
All
little
right,
bit.
so Intralinks is sponsoring our mobile bidding this year, and what that means is that you can do all your bidding for the silent auction on your phone. So you no longer have to sit down, stand up from the table to go bid on items. Your phone will alert you when you've been outbid, and then you just click the button and hopefully win the item. So it's going to be a lot easier for people to get what they want.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know of anybody else that's doing this.
Well,
at least
good.
locally.
Yeah.
So this will be a first-time ever thing, and you're pretty confident about how it's going to work,
Yeah,
right?
we have the software that we use is really excellent, and the people that we train with, they know what they're doing. So it should go off without a hitch, and it'll make the evening much more enjoyable, I think, for our guests.
Yeah, I think so. All right, so ticket sales, how do people get tickets? They're $75 a piece.
Mm-hmm. You can go online at stagnespremiere.com. That premiere is with an extra E at the end, so you want to make sure you get that right. You can also call me at the foundation office at 632 888-693-6918, or email me at aharvey@stagnesonline.org. And those are all the ways you can get tickets for the event.
All right, we'll let you know all about that stuff. All that information will be on Facebook later on this morning with the video and all that stuff. And you need volunteers. You usually have about 50 people help out, right?
Yep, that's right. We have everything from decoration and setup to volunteers for the event at the actual event, and then cleanup afterwards, the day after. So there's lots of things that we can use, lots of ways people can help.
All right, if people want to help out again the same way, mostly just calling you, right?
Yeah, that's probably the best way.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. And you wanted to kind of shout out a couple of things, some folks that have really been good to you.
That's right. We have a number of wonderful donations, and we always do. Intralinks, like I said, is providing the iPads for our mobile bidding kiosks. So that's a huge gracious thing that Jeff Peck has done for us. Riddles Jewelry has donated our raffle item for this year, so we're really appreciative to Riddles for stepping up that way. Tossed and Found on Broadway has given us all of our decor supplies, and Angela's helps us with the tuxes for the evening. So those are some really kind of above and beyond donations that we get from those people. So.
All right. Let me ask, is this kind of a black tie event? You want people to dress up a little bit?
It's pretty formal, yeah.
Pretty formal?
Yeah. You see all kinds of things, of course, but we kind of think that's part of the fun, is that it's an evening where you can really dress up and get a little fancy and come out and support a great cause.
All right, very good. And usually what time does it start?
The social hour starts at 5:30, and you can come in and get a drink and peruse the auction items, and then bidding will start at 6.
Okay. And then it runs till about 10:15.
About 10:15, yeah. So it's not a terribly late evening. You
That's
still
right.
have time to go home and get in bed at a reasonable hour.
Yeah. All right. That's super. All right. So this is a wonderful event, it really is. And once again, if people want to buy tickets or help out in any way, why don't we go over how they can do that again?
Okay. So you can call me, Alyssa, at 632-6918, or go online at stagnespremier.com. Premier with an extra E at the end.
All right, very good. Alyssa Harvey here. We really appreciate her stopping by to talk about one of the great events in the Valley, the St. Agnes Foundation Premier event, November 18th over at the Gering Civic Center. Don't forget, don't wait on getting those tickets. They can sell out pretty fast.
That's right.
All right, thanks much.
Thanks, Kevin.
Wednesday on AgriTalk, we'll have our Farmer Forum. We'll talk with farmers from Kansas.